to ask Allie and Emma and Rosie to come stand in the center of this chuppah. The seventh rotation, your parents are going to walk a circle around you. Perfect. And now, much more special than putting this Ketubah on an easel, this is the sign of the promises that your parents are making to each other. But it's also a sign of the family that you have already become and are becoming today. So I'm going to ask that the three of you, if you can hold it when you sit in this chair. I'll have you all sit down and I'll hand you this Ketubah. And it's your responsibility to keep it safe. So I'm going to set it right in the middle. And if I can lean it on your lap. Baruch haba v'shem Rabbi, Barach nichani beit Adonai, Amvadai, and out comes the sun. It is my pleasure to welcome you under your chuppah, Sage and Sheena. It is a blessing for all of us to be together in this time and in this place. It is a joy to have something as powerful as this love to celebrate. And it is profound for this chuppah to be built, constructed, living right now in your home, in this home that itself was built by love. And it's an honor to make ritual on this land, this occupied land that belongs to the indigenous Piscataway people. We offer our gratitude for making ritual here. Beloveds, this is not the first time you've married each other. Words of quiet promise were spoken to one another in the woods. Next year, your wedding will be in April. And then the year that in May. And just like that, each year you will become newlyweds all over again. So too, each day you will wake up and choose to be married. So in this ritual, on this day, in this year, we will bless the fullness of you choosing your beloved. Sage and Sheena, you have just walked 7 circles around each other, 3 around one another, and the 7th around Rosie, Emma, and Allie. You spun concentric circles of commitment and protection. Our Jewish mystical tradition teaches that walking these circles protects one another, protection that will last your whole lives. The magic that you create today reverberates far into the future. Your love was grown in and is nourished by family. And so you make commitments today, not just to one another, but to your children and all who you will continue to be in community with. So please look up, notice this chuppah, the symbol of home, of generosity, of radical hospitality taught to us by Sarah and Abraham. Notice the sky peeking around. Feel the shelter of this protection. As we begin, we remember your beloved family who have passed on but are with us today in our hearts. And we invite their presence underneath this chuppah. We particularly remember Sheena's father, Mark, her maternal grandmother, Conchetta, beautiful, and her friend and my teacher, Neely. We remember Sage's grandfather, Emmett, their friend, Jessica, and their mentor, Sarah. We remember all of you, our beloved dead, in joyful times as well as in sad ones. We're blessed by your memories. I want to invite all of you here in person and on Zoom. Hi. Especially Granny, to celebrate this wedding. Even if you have never heard a lick of Hebrew in your life and are a bit mystified, or if you're fluent from birth, We should all know that what we are doing is part of a collective, mysterious project, and we need each of your help to help get Sage and Sheena married. As I said inside, there are no passive witnesses at this wedding, so take it all in and find things to remind them about. And you should know it's a mitzvah to celebrate with a couple on their wedding day. Tell them a dirty joke. Bring them a glass of water. Tell them how good they look in their outfits. That is what we're here to do today, to build joy. So to begin, again, I offer the traditional words of welcome to these beloveds. Mi adir et hakol, mi baruch et hakol, mi godel et hakol. Yavarech et haraim ha'ahuvim. Splendor is upon everything, blessing upon everything. God, who is full of this abundance, bless these beloveds. Amen. Rosie, should I use your Kiddush cup first or second? Okay. So we consecrate this space with a blessing over the wine, and Sage and Sheena will taste the sweetness of these moments. You can hand off your bouquet. That way you can hold their hands. We honor with these blessings the intimacy of these two to one another and the holiness of consent in their partnership. One of my favorite things that you've already heard about the chuppah is that it is a time machine. You are simultaneously the first beings in the Garden of Eden under a chuppah, much like this one, covered in flowers. And you are also the experience of deep joy and perfection that we dream of that will come in a far off future when liberation could come. And you are also the two of you on your wedding day. This chuppah is a time machine also, as it connects you to every couple who has ever stood under one, making promises to their beloved. So too, may the clink of glasses transport you every time the future you cheers with grape juice and make a l'chaim, and remember the sip of this. This wine also consecrates the relationship that Sage and Sheena have with all of you. Jewish tradition teaches us that the joy a couple feels under their chuppah has the chance to transform the whole world. Ooh. May the joy of this cup, no pressure, may the joy of this cup radiate from under your chuppah out to the rest of the world. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, source of creation, who created the fruit of the vine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher asar lanu litzor liglot erva v'tzvanu al hakiddushin u'machnis et hamekudashot v'hamekudashim lechupat hanesuin. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh Yisrael. And pass it. You abound in blessing, Adonai, our God, breath of the universe, who has forbidden us to distress others through intimacy and who has commanded us concerning the consecration of Kiddushin, and who accompanies consecrated couples to the wedding canopy. We praise you, Adonai, that sanctifies the people, Yisrael. There's no way it's going to dip into the cup. Yeah. But it was very dainty of you.
I was gonna say, if our love can help the world, look out world.
Look out world.
We're ready.
That's right, baby. Today is also the first day of the month of Nisan, the month in which Passover happens, and there is a very special blessing that's said at this time. As soon as it becomes the beginning of the month of Nisan and you see a flowering fruit tree, there's a blessing you get to say. So sort of like immediate, very time sensitive. Mm-hmm. And what I love about this blessing is that we get to bless pleasure. So I'm hoping, can we see one from under here? Do we see any fruit tree?
Well, not a fruit tree. There's a blooming tree.
Well, I'll tell you what the blessing is, because it's a beautiful thing in this month that we start out by celebrating joy and liberation and pleasure, which are things that I have learned are so fundamental to your partnership. Where is it? I lost it. It's copy pasted somewhere else. So we will have you exchange your rings now. Here they are. And these rings are a symbol of your commitment to the rest of the world. You know what you have promised to each other, but these make it public. These make it external. These turn your hand into a married person's hand. So the verse that you have selected to say to each other comes from the book of Ruth. For wherever you go, I will go, and wherever you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God, my God. Even when you are apart physically, you are connected. That connection is made manifest in this ring. It's like a string that's tied around your finger, helping you in your loneliest, scariest moments find your way back to each other. When you exchange these rings, you'll place them not on one another's ring finger, but on one another's pointer finger. Jewish myth, inaccurately, teaches that there is a vein that goes straight from the pointer finger to the heart. Only after the ring is placed on your pointer finger will you move it yourself to your own ring finger, marking your participation and joyful consent into this marriage. So, Sheena, I will have you take Sage's ring. You can hold their hand in yours. That's okay. That's all right. I'm not sure. It's fine. Go for it. You can hold their hand in yours.
Don't jam it.
Gently place, and you can keep holding their hand, and you can repeat after me. Kiel asher telchi elech. Kiel asher telchi elech. Uva asher talini alim amcha ami ve'elohayich Elohai. And now you can release their hand, and then we'll move the ring onto their own finger when they're ready. And you can take Sheena's ring and hold her hand and repeat after me. For wherever you go, I will go.
For wherever you go, I will go.
And wherever you lodge, I will lodge.
And wherever you lodge, I will lodge. Can't get rid of me.
Your people shall be my people.
Your people shall be my people.
And your God, my God.
And your God.
When you're ready, you can move that in. Check out those married people hands.
Yeah,
nice. Pretty good. You want to show everyone? Yeah. Hey. Let me give you back your tissue here.
Oh, thank you.
I want to share these words from one of my favorite wedding poems from Margaret Atwood. This is her poem, Habitation. Marriage is not a house or even a tent. It is before that and colder. The edge of the forest, the edge of the desert, the unpainted stairs at the back where we squat outside eating popcorn, the edge of the receding glacier where painfully and with wonder at having survived even this far, we are learning to make fire. Moments, we saw Sage and Sheena sign their Ketubah, and now we have a chance for the rest of us to hear the words. Thank you for keeping this Ketubah safe. I'm going to borrow it for a moment. Thank you. On the 5th day of the week, the first day of the month of Nisan, in the year 5783, corresponding to the 23rd day of March in the year 2023 here in Baltimore, Maryland, United States of America, in the presence of family and friends, the beloveds Sheena Marie Hill and Sage Winchester Magness, beautiful, entered into the covenant of marriage. As we embark on life's journey, we promise to love, cherish, encourage, and inspire one another. Our hearts fuse together, creating a unique bond with friendship and compassion at its core. Through this union, we vow to show sensitivity to each other's needs. We shall nurture one another emotionally, spiritually, and intellectually, always mindful of our respective qualities and strengths. May the courage and determination, may we continue to grow together, maintaining the courage and determination to pursue our desired paths. We promise to celebrate life's joys with grace and overcome life's adversities with tenacity. May we maintain intimacy that fosters trust, honesty, and communication. As life partners, we shall strive to build a home emanating love, peace, tolerance, and charity. Through each other's eyes, we see the world anew. May we be better together. All this is valid and binding. Beautiful. I'm going to give this back to you. Okay? You're doing a great job. Thank you both. Nice. So those are words you wrote on paper, but I hear you have words of promise to share with each other.
Yes. Okay. Who should go
Amazing.
first?
Whoever gets there first.
Oh.
Do a little racy poo.
See, I thought that you were going to go old school.
Sorry.
Look
I
at you
didn't
being all
have time.
techie.
I didn't have time.
Okay. You do this without crying.
Okay, good. Let's
Speaking it into existence.
go.
My love, never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined standing across from someone like you. Where's the tissues?
I have your Kenyan tissue.
Kristina, there's a bathroom right here. Right? There's the door right there. Okay.
Who was
that's
in
fine.
charge? Who was in charge of the tissues?
Oh. I did. I used them all.
She went through all the tissues at shul too. Okay.
It's true.
It's true. I know. I'm sorry.
It's
Don't be
okay.
sorry.
All right. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined standing across from someone like you, committing our lives to each other in front of our family and friends and our kids in our home. We've talked so much about home, how we both lived very, very transient lives that lacked stability and safety, and how we never truly were able to heal and thrive. What drew me to you was how hard you had worked to ensure that Allie and Rosie wouldn't experience the same insecurity of place, both physical and emotional. I wanted the same for Emma, despite having given up on finding that safety for myself. Sheena, after a lifetime of searching, my soul is home with you. You truly see me and love all of me, including the parts that I was convinced were unlovable. You let me know every day that I'm safe and secure and deeply cherished. And here comes the bonus content. We laugh together every day. We talk about everything. We get to role model what a good partnership looks like for our kids. I fall asleep every night so full of gratitude for you and all you do for our family. I wake up reaching for you every day because part of me worries that this is all a dream. I promise to always protect you and our family, to continue to be a safe space for you and to give you support and to be an equal partner in all aspects of our life. We aren't sidekicks. We're co-kicks. I'm all in, and I promise every day to show you how deeply I love you. Sheena, you're an exceptional human. You loved so deeply when life gave you every reason to do the opposite. You didn't rise above your challenges. You ground your way through them. We both did for decades. Now here we are on the other side, and I'm so grateful to be standing in the warm, healing light of your love.
Oh, okay.
People can hear you now.
Okay. Yes, they'll hear stifling. Okay. Here we go. It's hard to follow that, babe. Sage. Marriage is not a fairy tale. It's hard work, choosing each other every single day, believing and seeing the best in each other, especially when it's hard. Committing to our own healing so we can show up whole for each other. Knowing our worth and trusting that we know each other's worth as well. It's lots of hard conversations and important decisions. It's picking each other up when we stumble and striving to give openly, abundantly, and unconditionally. We know this. As a couple who got together late in life, blending families and furniture with minimal bumps. The funny thing is that our love story is a fairy tale. Everything from how we met and fell in love to how our family life unfolded together. And it's a happy ending neither of us ever believed we'd get to experience. We know how lucky we are. We've earned this, and we won't take it for granted. I promise to feed you. I promise to provide warmth in the frozen tundra. to show my appreciation every day, to work hard to create safety and shelter for you and our family. Here's to a lifetime of honey-do lists, kissing in the rain, laughing so hard my face hurts, and being constantly in our feelings together. I love you. I'm so grateful for you. I know, I'm kissing it.
We'll get to it soon.
Yeah, thank you.
So there is a story in the Gemara that Sage knows pretty well. One of many. And the story has been told and retold on stage and screen. And it's a story about the first being in the garden, a many-gendered being in the garden, when it's still dusky and incredibly loud and brand new. And the first being was two selves back to back. And that being had 4 arms, 4 legs, 2 faces. But it became time for that being to become 2. And so God split the being down the middle and turned them to face each other face to face. Now, because it's a queer feminist wedding, it's important to name that's how Lilith comes into the picture. An equal, a powerful lady, feared by many. But this match was made out of one being, one complete self. Now, the rabbis go on, as they are wont to do, to talk about just how amazing that act of making a match is. And they say that for the rest of time, the Holy One of Blessing is just chilling in the world beyond, making matches, helping find the 2 halves of the same being and turning them to face one another. And it's not easy. This rich lady tries, and it doesn't go well. The work of finding your match is sacred work. We behave like God when we find our match, when we work for a relationship that we know is the one that is meant for us. And there have been so many versions of this blessing that have been running through my head since I first started meeting you and hearing your love story, because to know Sage and Sheena is to know there are so many different things you could say about their love. And so I just want to bless the holiness in each of you that you were able to listen to turn around, and to find the other half. And it's a blessing for us to get to see it. Like I said, Jews are extra. So you've signed your Ketubah, you've exchanged your rings. You might be technically married, but why stop there? The Sheva Brachot, the 7 wedding blessings, give us a chance to bless you up, to surround you in protection and blessing, recited every time a Jewish person marries their beloved. These are 2,000 years old. It's so cool. It's such an amazing moment to get to say these words for your love, which maybe our ancestors couldn't have imagined, but actually our queer ancestors could have imagined. And they are dancing, hearing these words said for the 2 of you. So the content of these words make it clear that while your intimate relationship is great and all, sure, we have a cosmic global interest in this relationship. So just as turning toward your partner creates a sense of wholeness, these blessings pray for wholeness and redemption for the world and connect you to all of those ancestors who have had them chanted for them before. Ooh, that's right. It should overflow. It should be that. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who created the fruit of the vine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolamim shehakol bara lichvodo. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, life of all worlds, who created everything for your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu mekor hachayim, yotzer ha'adam. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, source of life, shaper of humanity. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ruach ha'olam, asher yatzar et ha'adam b'tzalmo, b'tzelem demut tavnito, v'hitkin lo mimenu binyan adei ad, baruch atah ya yotzer ha'adam. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, source of the universe, who has shaped humanity in your image, patterned after your image and likeness, and enabled them to perpetuate this image out of their own being. Blessed are you, Adonai, shaper of humanity. Sos tasis vetagel ha'akara, b'kibutz baneh letocha v'zimcha brucha atya, mesameach Zion b'vaneha. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, who has given us a vision of the paradise we dream of creating with our lives and called it redemption. We praise you, O Lord, who created the commitment of marriage as a foretaste of redemption. Sameach tisamach re'im ha'ahuvim kisamechacha yatzircha megan Eden mikadem ay 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 Megan Eden mikadem baruch atah mesameach ra'im ha'ahuvim. Let these loving friends rejoice. Grant great joy to these loving companions as you once gladdened your creations in the Garden of Eden. Blessed are you, Yah, who gladdens the beloveds. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ruach ha'olam, asher bara sasan v'simcha re'im ha'ahuvim, asher bara sasan v'simcha re'im ha'ahuvim. Gila rina ditza v'cheva ahva v'achva, shalom v're'ut, neher Adonai Eloheinu yishema ba'arim u'vachutzot, kol sason ve'kol simcha, kol re'im ha'ahuvim, kol mitzahalot chatunim mechupatam u'ne'orim v'mishte neginatam. Baruch atah Adonai mesameach re'im ha'ahuvim. Can sip on this while I read you what it means. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, life of all worlds, who created joy and gladness, beloveds, merriment, song, dance, and delight, love and harmony, peace and companionship. Adonai, our God, may there soon be heard in all cities and all streets the voice of joy and the voice of gladness, the voice of the beloveds, voices of passion and of young people feasting and singing. Blessed are you, Adonai, who gladdens the beloveds. Amen. I'll put it back on. So in a moment, I am going to introduce or reintroduce Sage and Sheena. To close the ceremony, they will smash this glass, symbolizing their commitment to healing with one another, to healing with their loved ones and in their corner of the world. The smash marks the moving from one stage of being to another and sounds the alarm that something is changing. The smash reminds us that brokenness can run even through beautiful moments. Once the glass is smashed, I want you all to practice with me right now, and we're going to shout the words Mazal Tov. So we're going to hear a crash, and we're going to go, Mazal Tov! Let's try it. I mean it. Mazal Tov! Let's do it one more time. Mazal Tov! Excellent. This is the energy we're trying to match. And Rose, I have in my notes here that Rosie, Emma, and Allie, you need to count to 20 before telling them to stop kissing. That's the rule, right?
Yes. Well, we don't. We have to count to 20 before we can ask them any questions.
So count to 20. Once we smash and they kiss, you're going to start the number slowly. After they recess, Sage and Sheena will enjoy a few private moments as newlyweds, and then will join us for the celebration. So don't step on my hand.
Okay.
Who's stomping?
You.
So we're going to do it together.
There's not enough room.
So don't do it yet, but you're going to want to use your heel.
All
You're
right.
going to want to crunch it.
it.
So just not
Okay.
yet. So, Sage and Sheena, it is my honor to pronounce the two of you We can look at each other. I'm just getting out of the way. To pronounce the two of you totally and completely b'shet, meant to be and officially married. So when you're ready, take a breath, look at your beloved, and stomp.
Gonna crush the patriarchy.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
What? Yes. They're really taking their 20 seconds, huh?
Who's counting?
Mazel tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, shivin tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, shivin tov, mazel tov, shivin tov. Yehelanu. When you're ready, you can recess. Yeah. Yisrael. Yehelanu, yehelanu. Ulechol Yisrael. Yehelanu, yehelanu. Ulechol Yisrael. Yehelanu, yehelanu. Ulechol Yoshvei Tevel. We got them married. We did it. Hello. Well done, everybody. So I believe there's delicious snacks. You should continue to have the celebrations.
I love your love for dinosaurs. You know all there is to be. You knew more than a museum in New York City. Thanks to your kid's shirt and the late school drop-off, it's the reason for where we are now. You are so selfless. You'd give everything for your family. We've worked so hard, and I'm so thankful to be here now. You are my life, you are my wife, we are forever. Thanks to the Dinosaur t-shirt, I knew as I wished on that shooting star that night. My lover, my best friend, and now my wife. We will always be there for our 3 kids. You make family life fun and make sure all feel safe. We're making our home where their heart is. I know mine belongs with you for life. You make me be better, you make me feel strong. You push down the barriers and show that I belong. You are my life, you are my wife, we are forever. Thanks to the Dinosaur t-shirt, I knew as I wished on that shooting star that night. My lover, my best friend, and now my wife. Thank you for loving me, for my soul. Can we never stop eating barbecue chips while watching West Wing? Thank you for showing me how true love rolls. I'm so thankful. You are my life, you are my wife, we are forever. Thanks to the Dinosaur t-shirt, I knew as I wished on that shooting star that night. My lover, my best friend, and now my wife.
here and we're going to wave it. Everybody
okay.
go. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Okay.